from the early forefathers to now, everything about TID centered around Don Pedro. I can see it long after I'm gone, going to still be the lifeblood of this district going forward.
Without Don Pedro, there would be economic devastation that we couldn't imagine.
But we cannot forget about the original green energy, which is hydro, and it's been a big boon for this area.
For me, Don Pedro brings back some of my best childhood memories. I started going there when I was 2 years old, and today I actually am able to enjoy it with my husband and our 2 sons, and they again get to have those same memories that I was able to have.
And we are trying to move away from a carbon-based energy production to a non-carbon-based energy production. Hydro, I believe, is the best form of carbon-free energy.
And Don Pedro now can be used as one renewable resource to support these other renewable resources. It's kind of like a battery, if you will. We have energy stored there, and now we can release it when these other resources, wind and solar, for whatever reason, drop off.
The value of Don Pedro as a generating asset is quite related to its fuel. The fuel is water.
If we are looking at a weather change, a climate change situation where we're going to have less snowpack in the mountains, that means we're going to have a lot more fiercer storms that produce a lot of water very quickly.
The flood control space is there to capture these large events, and so the reservoir fills, and then it's metered out so that you have a nice sustained flow below the reservoir. So the wet years are getting wetter, but they're bunching up. They're getting wetter longer. And the dry years are getting drier, but they're bunching up and getting longer.
One of the things I'm so thankful for is that we actually live in the Turlock Irrigation District, because through the Turlock Irrigation District, we're able to get affordable water and power for our dairy operation.
Producing electricity at a very economical rate is huge for our area. We've got, I've heard numerous times of businesses that want to relocate to California. What they really look at is cheap, reliable power.
As long as we have water in the facility and the unit is in operating condition, it can start and produce electricity within 10 minutes.
When you think of manufacturing facilities, they want a site because of the cost of electricity and the reliability, and TID actually has both of those. And then when you look at disadvantaged communities and you think about affordability in our electric rates, I mean, that's what TID represents. Surface water becomes even more important now that we have the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act, and we're trying to balance. So it's a whole new paradigm we're looking at when we talk about water quality, water quantity, and surface water is the key to all of that.
This asset in terms of water storage, in terms of electric system reliability is irreplaceable, and it's worth the investment to keep it for future generations. And Don Pedro is probably the best asset that we have in our portfolio.
Our forefathers had an incredible amount of insight to think ahead and know that we were going to have the projects we were going to have in 1923 and then also again in 1971. For them to realize the amount of storage, water storage that we were going to need, that's something I'm grateful for today and will be grateful for generations to come.
You know, Stanislaus County, its economy is absolutely driven by agriculture, and water's the lifeblood of agriculture.